guys, it's nice to see you guys again. I feel like it's been such a long time. To give you guys a quick update, I've just been so busy. There's just so many things going on in my life, and normally I would try to film something at least once a week, and sometimes I'll even film 2 times a week, and then I'll edit it and I'll schedule to have them up. But lately I've just been doing so much stuff. I've been so busy, so I haven't filmed a video in, well, I filmed one last week, but I'm not gonna post that anytime soon. But it's been a really long time, and like sitting down and filming a video, it's been a few weeks, I think. So life has just been so crazy. I'm still going to grad school full time, and that's kind of been a thing. And I started my internship, which I go to twice a week for 8 hours a day, and then I'm also working at the same time. Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, I'm no longer working full time because my internship hours clash with my working hours, so I had to take days off of my job, my original job, to accommodate for my internship hours. And so my schedule that way has been a little better, but still just it's me going to my internship or going to work for a day, or from like morning until the evening, and then after I'm usually working on an assignment, or I'm logging in online for class, and class is like usually about 1.5 to 2 hours long, and then I'm back to my assignments, and then it's just been a roller coaster. It's been kind of a nightmare, actually. It's been really stressful, but at the same time I'm still trying to make time to enjoy myself, having some fun while I can. I know it's still during COVID times, and I don't know how it is for people everywhere else in the world, but at least for where I live in Southern California, specifically in Orange County, we're starting to open things back up. Like outdoor dining just started reopening, but it's still the same. We're not really gathering or not really doing much, and a lot of things are still shut down. So yeah, it's kind of been hard. I've just been trying to find ways to enjoy my time while I can, and yeah, that's about it. Oh, if you guys can see, my hair doesn't look as short as I thought it would, but yeah, that's the whole thing. It's a mess. I just took a shower and then I dried it, and then I just left it, but that's how it is for now. If you guys did see in my last vlog, it was very choppy at the ends, and so I did take a pair of scissors. They're not even hair cutting scissors, but I just got like office scissors, and then I kind of held it and I just cut it like this, and then tried to add a little bit of what I consider layers. I tried. Not the greatest, but that's what I get for trying to cut my hair at a new place with someone I don't know. So yeah, anyway, so I thought I'd sit down and film a video for you guys while I can and while I have the time. So let's get right to it. Alright, so the video I want to film today is why I quit working in the K-pop industry. And I've thought long and hard about filming this video because I do want to explain why I quit, and I do want to kind of let this video be where I end all my videos about K-pop, just because I feel like if I record this part on why I quit, it might help you guys understand why I want to leave that life behind. But at the same time, I don't want to say too much because I don't want to paint the company I was working for in a bad picture either, because I did really enjoy my time there, and I do treasure a lot of the people there, but I just don't want this to create a very biased perspective for the people watching, and I don't want them to just take my word for the truth. It's just my experience, and so I just want to put it out there. I know I keep saying this in a lot of videos, but this is really just my experience, and this is why I personally quit the industry and why moving forward, I have no thoughts in returning. And so yeah, so the first thing, I didn't write down notes, I didn't do anything, I don't even know what I'm going to talk about, I might just be ranting, but let's see where this goes. So the major reason why I was even considering quitting is there would be tours that I go on, and like, let's say one tour is really, really good and I meet some amazing people and I have a really good time. For some reason, the tour after is usually like a complete disaster. Like, I'm crying all the time, I'm just very stressed out, there could be a lot of drama at work between people, and then I would start considering, oh, maybe this isn't for me, maybe I should quit. But then like, once I'm done, I would also think, but there are those really good tours that I really do love, and so maybe I'll have a good one, and then I'll go on another tour and then it'll turn out to be a really amazing one, and then I'd like be in that high of just filled with like good adrenaline, I just want to keep doing it, and then the tour after would be terrible again. So it was like this non-stop cycle of like bad, good, bad, good, bad, good. And I think for me, the good tours were always something I really look forward to, and so I just always wanted to do it. And then that was so strange. I want to leave that in. Did you guys see what happened while I was recording? But anyway, that was weird. Okay, but yeah, I would go from like bad, good, and then just it reached a point where after so many stressful tours, it was just in my head, it was like piling up and up and up about how I shouldn't be in this industry anymore and how I should quit. Over time, that got too unbearable and too difficult for me that I just decided like maybe this would be my last event, like on my last one. But even then, I was still trying to hold on because I was working for, how long was it, 7 years? It's not easy letting go of something like that either, especially when you're so comfortable with everyone. And me personally being an introvert, to me, like, that's a big deal. Getting comfortable in a place isn't that easy, so if I am comfortable, it's hard for me to leave. But then at the same time, just considering my own well-being, I felt like I wouldn't be able to do it. Yeah, I ended up considering leaving, but even up until my last event, I was still like back and forth, but it was getting really difficult, and I started weighing my pros and cons. I know I put out a pros and cons video. If you haven't watched it, you can go take a look. But apart from those things, there are also other things personally that I was battling with in my head that were pros and cons. And so ultimately, the cons outweighed the pros in the end. And then I decided, like, this isn't for me. And getting into that a little bit more, one of the things that I really struggled with was the pay. And everyone in the industry gets paid differently. It is according to what position you are, but at the same time, like, seniority matters too. So the longer you're in the industry, the more chances are the more you'll make. And so when I was in the company, I wasn't making as little as a lot of the other people, but at the same time, I don't think I was making enough to justify the work that I was doing. And so for me, I considered it more as like a hobby, like getting paid on the side as some kind of allowance while doing a hobby of mine is how I considered it. But in the long run, I was thinking about my long-term future. And for me, like, I do want to get married. I do want to have kids. I want to have more of a stable life and stable income and a stable schedule for the sake of my future family. Not only so that they would have me, but I also want to be there and I want to spend time with my future family and even like my family right now. I just felt like in the times that I was on tour, I would be missing out on so many things. I missed out on a lot of weddings, a lot of like my friends' weddings, and like a lot of life events I just missed out on. And I just thought in the long run, this isn't something I would want to do forever. And so I thought, why not let go of it now when I'm still young and go for something else than it being too late and feeling like I've been in there for too long to switch on to something else. And so, yeah, I think that was really big for me. Me wanting a family was really big, and like thinking into that future. Even like dating, it wasn't possible because I was never home. And so it would just be like a really long distance relationship pretty much. Even though I'm like physically close by, I wouldn't have time for anyone. And I was kind of feeling like maybe that wasn't the best idea either. So just in terms of relationships, having a family, I just don't think it was very optimal for what I wanted and what my goals were regarding that. What really pushed me to quit completely is I just feel like the industry can be very, very toxic at times. And I don't want to blame anyone or blame any company or anything. I did work for quite a few companies, so it's not even like you'll know who I'm talking about just from this video. It could be anyone. But at the end of actually the last tour I went on, I personally felt like things were going really well, and I felt like I was getting along with everyone, and I thought everyone was getting along with each other too. And I was actually, even though it was a very difficult tour, I was having a really good time, and I was having fun because over time, when you're touring with the same people in like various countries and continents even, you get really close to people and they start feeling like family. And then work, even though it's stressful, there's also a lot of times where it's comfortable and it's fun. So I was reaching that point of feeling like people were all getting really close and comfortable with each other, almost like a work family. But turns out that wasn't the case for everyone. And basically, to put like a very, very long story as short as I can, what happened is this person that I thought I was doing my best to take care of, and I didn't want this person to feel lonely, and she was actually rooming with me for tours. We were usually always roommates. I could see that she was newer. Okay, so she was really new to the company, and I could see that, you know, like when you're new, you don't really know anyone, and it could be difficult, and I know how that feels. So I was trying to bring her around everywhere I went and was trying to help her to the best of my ability, but I guess it didn't end up being enough. And so I think she personally felt like I wasn't doing enough work and I wasn't helping her enough with her work, which, I mean, like to this day I don't really understand that, because not only was I doing all of my work, and like she and I worked in very different departments, so like we don't even really run into each other much when we're working. It's just when we're in the hotel room. But like I was confused as to how she could see what I'm doing and not doing if, let's say, like I'm at the concert venue all day long from like 6 a.m. to 2 a.m. and she's not. It's just kind of like, oh, I don't know how you would know that. This person was also like telling people who weren't even on the tour but who were in the same company that I was doing all these things. I don't know. I still don't really understand how it happened or why it happened, but it happened, and I guess for some reason she felt like it wasn't fair. And I think she also didn't like that I was getting so close to people, because I think she just felt like I was being too much and I was being a little too friendly with people, and I wasn't like keeping things professional. I was making friends with people, and I don't know. So it kind of backfired. Me trying to take her around more ended up backfiring on me to being me not working enough. I don't know. I really don't know. And I wasn't helping her with her work. But yeah, I don't know. I tried to the best of my ability. I feel like even if I went back to that time, I would still do the same exact thing because that was the best that I could do. And unfortunately, it just wasn't enough for her. And then it created this huge drama that I just felt like was very unnecessary and, sorry to say, like even very immature. So that kind of got me frustrated enough to leave. All the people who, like the people she was reporting my every move to and herself, they were all older than me, and I just felt like it was so unnecessary and so baffling. Even I was too exhausted to even want to straighten things out because I was like, they already have this kind of view of me, and I just felt like it would have taken so long just to try to reverse it. And also I felt like they wouldn't really care for my perspective anyway, that it would have just been easier for me to walk away from it. And so I did another event after, and I tried to ignore it, but they were still like going after me, talking about me behind my back to other people, and like they had a very poor attitude. And no matter how many times I tried to keep things very professional at work, keeping personal stuff aside, it felt like they didn't want that. Like they wanted their personal life to be included. And because I'm trying to keep things professional and they're trying to keep personal things in the work field, it wasn't working out. Like they would be attacking me and I would just kind of be ignoring it. And then, it just kept clashing. I told one of the directors, I kind of like briefly explained the situation and that I'm gonna walk away, and he was like very like understanding, like, yeah, don't do that, just leave, it's okay, you don't need to be here for any of that. And I was like, okay, thank you for understanding. And so I walked away. That's when I decided, you know what, like I feel like moving forward, these are the people that I would have to work with anyway. And so I was like, moving forward from here, I just don't think it's worth it anymore. Already the pay being low and then having this drama, like I feel like there's so many better things I could be doing and making my life happier, that it just wasn't worth all this trouble. So I let it go, and then actually on the last day I went to the office to pick up my pay, and to get to the person who takes care of our paychecks, I have to walk by those girls at the office. So I walked in, I was walking by, and they were like extremely friendly. But some people can just force friendliness and you can see right through them. That's what it was. And I think it's because the CEO is in the office. Yeah, they were like, oh, hi Joyce, you're here. But I said hi, I walked right by them, I picked up my paycheck, and then I walked away. And I found out later that the CEO called me and he told me that these girls told him that they all apologized to me and that they all realized what they did was wrong. Of course, what I'm telling you guys right now isn't all of what happened, but I don't need to say the details of what exactly happened. But he told me that they told him that they apologized to me and that I forgave them. But the thing is, not a single one of them even sent me a text or even said anything to me about it in person. If anything, they would just walk right by me and just ignore me. So yeah, they lied to the CEO saying that they apologized. And that's when I realized this is kind of a lost cause. It's good that I'm walking away and there's no turning back. And I realized the relationships I have formed that are really good, it's okay to walk away from because I can just still keep in contact with them, which is what I'm trying to do now, what I've been doing. And yeah, I ended on a very bad memory, which is why a lot of people were very supportive of me leaving for my own well-being, and also, like for the future, me wanting a more stable life. Fast forward to now, well, obviously it ended up being a really good decision because a few months later, sorry to say, but COVID happened and a lot of places shut down and a lot of people got furloughed. I started a job that did not happened to me, so I've been getting paid regularly ever since. I've never missed a paycheck even with COVID around, so I've been very, very lucky, and timing was pretty immaculate. And so I've been happy, and you know, even though last year I had a really tough time and I kind of went through a more depressive state, I also came out of that, and currently I'm very, very happy with the decisions I made, very happy with where I am now. In terms of whether or not any of those goals have been met or anything I've been considering while working that I wanted for the future, quick update, I am happy, and I am spending a lot of my time with people that make me really, really happy, and I feel very lucky right now. I'm living a really, really happy life now, and having a lot of fun, making a lot of new memories, building a lot of good relationships, and enjoying my time. And even like internship, I was so scared for it, but turns out it's not too bad. Still, I'm very new and very anxious when I go in, but I'm learning, and it's gonna be a very good learning experience, and I'm excited for the future. And yeah, I will have some news for you guys in the near future, so be on the lookout for that. It'll be coming very soon. It's gonna be some pretty shocking news for some of you, but I am excited to share. And yeah, to end it, I want to say this is why I also want to step away from talking about K-pop too much. I left with very bad memories, and still, because I'm in a situation where I still don't understand what really happened or why it happened, and I'm still a little frustrated that it happened, talking about K-pop does sometimes trigger those memories that I'd rather just leave behind. Yeah, I just want to let that all go, and I want to try to film more vlogs. And yeah, but still, if there's anything you guys are curious about or want to know, do let me know. I'm still open to talking about it. It's just gonna be more selective, if I may say so myself. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I guess I don't know what I'm gonna film next, but hopefully it'll be good. Hopefully you guys stick around. Thank you guys for waiting so long for this video. I think the more I get the hang of my new routine, the more I'll be able to film for you guys. And yeah, that's about it. Please comment if you'd like to hear anything else from me or have any other ideas, or even if you just have something to say. As long as it's not a video I know will have a lot of negativity, which one video does, I try to respond to the comments while I can. Usually, at least when I post within like the first hour or so, I'm always responding to comments. So if you have anything you want to say, anything at all, even just how your day was, leave it down below. And like this video, thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and if you want to watch my other videos, they're there. And I just want to say, hope you guys all have an amazing week, an amazing day or night whenever you're watching this, and hope you're spending a lot of time with loved ones. And really just I hope everyone's genuinely happy, and if you're struggling, hang in there. You're not alone. There are a lot of people who are there for you and who will continue to be there for you. So, just reach out for help when you need it. And also, I'm here too. I'm realizing that I'm not able to check Instagram messages a lot anymore, but I'll try my best to check whatever I can, and I'll try to help in any way that I can. But yeah, hope you guys have a good week, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.